Hi, me again. I guess I just wanted to speak about a couple of things today. Firstly, recently I'm going every day, I'm up and down, I'm so stressed, and then really feeling positive and then really feeling negative. I have so many ideas and dreams, and I think I'm kind of expecting it to be straight away, and to have success in Speak Up Now UK instantly, but I know I need to remember that everything takes time. But yeah, something that I really think is really important to speak about, and I just think that people just don't get it, is that people are really unaware of how significant police staff is, and there's this real dismissiveness and belittling of police staff and civil servants in policing. The department I worked in was a key frontlining department, command and control. So you've got dispatchers, call handlers, CCTV specific departments, more specific control departments, and you have civilians working in those departments, and people seem to think it's only sort of front line sort of customer facing officers that can arrest you are significantly powerful, but it's not the case at all. When I worked in the Met and I went into dispatching, you would have dispatchers who would triage and sort out all the calls and insignificance, and the most priority go out first, etc. But at the end of the day, every call goes through a controller, who is the person with the last sort of say on what goes on in that borough, and most of the time that was a civilian who wasn't an officer. So you could call in to the police for help, and a civilian could decide that it's not worth police bothering with. And yeah, so I feel like society needs to stop belittling such a key and important role. It's also, a lot of it does come from officers as well. I think there's a hierarchy of belittling each department. I'm sure officers get it. I've heard that it's kind of like CID belittle frontline officers, officers sort of belittle dispatchers, and dispatchers belittle call handlers, and then call handlers belittle the public. So there is, this sort of culture in it of sort of, I don't know if it's, I'd like to say that it's because everyone's so insecure maybe, but I don't know. I think everyone in the police wants to feel like their role is the most important and risk worthy, and you don't get it because I'm this, and I think there's this, and everyone's key goal is to help people. So it's really bizarre, and it makes such a frosty and hostile environment when you've got departments looking down on each other. And it was always like that with call handlers and dispatchers, and it's got such a negative effect on the efficiency of policing, when you have a call handler and a dispatcher spending 20 minutes arguing on the systems about the issue, or whether it's police or not or whatnot, and someone could be really needing help, and you could have, if you'd have just stopped arguing and kept your pride aside, got police there, or decided not to have it and then just moved on. It's just so inefficient. But that is a key problem in policing. But yeah, I think people don't understand that the role that police staff really have, and I think it's really silly and it's really dangerous, because by only putting the onus and the blame on officers, you're paving the way for rogue staff to fester. Yeah, my dog is there behind my door, and I know he wants to come in, and he's going to start scratching any moment now, but I don't want him to come. There we go. Oh, hello. So my dog Henry is joined. So this is Henry, and he agrees with everything I say. And he thinks that people need to give more credit and stop blaming frontline officers for police failings, because it's also staff. He also thinks that people who want to whistleblow but are scared to should visit Speak Up Now UK, reach out to them and get some advice, because we need truth tellers. We need people to tell the truth about what's going on in public services, don't we, Henry? Yeah. So, yeah, so, but also, like, trying to, like, put together this, like, idea of a documentary series where we interview different whistleblowers on their different stories, because there's a lot out there and it's absolutely horrendous, and I think everybody deserves to know. So just, like, lots of things going on, but yeah, I'm just gonna, like, keep poddling along, I guess. I kind of, like, because obviously the end game is to do workshops, but I kind of feel like I'm not good enough to do that, so it's kind of like I'm stopping myself, but I think I just need to get straight into that. But yeah.